What is the basic difference between batting average, BA, and on-base percentage, OBP? Imagine watching a baseball game and hearing commentators talk about a player's hitting skills. You might hear about their batting average or their on-base percentage. But what do these numbers really tell us about how good a player is at getting on base? Let's break down these two stats to see how they compare and what makes each one important. Batting average is one of the oldest and simplest ways to measure a hitter's success. It is calculated by dividing the number of hits a player gets by their total official at-bats. For example, if a player has 100 hits in for 100 at-bats, their batting average is .250. That means they get a hit about 25% of the time they come to bat. This stat only counts hits and ignores other ways a player can reach base. On-base percentage is a bit more complete. It looks at all the ways a player can reach base, not just hits. It includes hits, walks, and times hit by a pitch. To find OBP, you add up all the times a player reaches base through these methods and divide that by their total plate appearances. Plate appearances include at-bats, walks, hit by pitch, and sacrifice flies. So if a player gets on base through hits, walks, or being hit by a pitch, all those count toward their OBP. The main difference is that batting average only measures how often a player gets a hit. It does not consider walks or being hit by pitches. On-base percentage, however, measures how often a player avoids making an out by reaching base in any way. This makes OBP a better overall indicator of a player's ability to keep the offense moving and create scoring chances. Historically, batting average was the main way to judge a hitter's skill. But in recent years, baseball analysts have started to value OBP more. That's because OBP shows how often a player can avoid making outs and stay in the game longer. Players with high OBP can be more valuable even if their batting average is not the highest. They help their team by creating more opportunities to score runs. When looking at players from the past and present, OBP gives a fuller picture of their offensive contribution. It highlights players who draw many walks or get hit by pitches, which can be just as important as hitting safely. Batting average is still useful for understanding pure hitting ability, but OBP is often seen as a better way to evaluate overall offensive value.